Welcome back to Chapters Create Character. I'm Legend Moore, and my mom Markeisha is going to read Chapter 7 of Whale of the Wild. I'm sorry I've been absent because of homework, schoolwork, and projects, but I'll be doing lots more videos. Enjoy the video.
The sun rises, and I barely notice. Capella is gone like many other babies before her. We are the strongest creatures in all the sea, but this one thing, birth, that comes so easily to others, comes hard for us. All around me, the mothers of my kinship wail their song of sorrow. Uncle Wriggle, faithful as always, swims just beneath Mother, lifting her as he rises for air. No sad whistles from him, only this: I am here. I am beside you, steady as the tide. I cannot make a sound. My feelings are stuck, like ice inside me. Capella was going to be my sister, forever, my forever companion. She was the one I would travel with all my life. Aquila will go back to Aunt Nova and travel with her someday. Capella was the one I was going to share everything with. The wayfinding and the hunt, the lean times and the feast, the endless things I have to learn, and the lonely decisions I will have to make, and the quiet beauty of the smallest everyday things. How will I do it all, or any of it, without her? Great Mother makes a long and careful explanation. Not our fault. The sea has changed. Poisons flow into the water. I am too sad for words to reach me. Adrift, feeling nothing. When the last star was faded away, Great Mother says, "It is over. We must let her go." Then, like the sudden jolt of the earth, my anger breaks free. I will not let my sister sink. Not here, not alone in dark. Cold passage where boats of all kinds will go roaring over her body? Never. I do what before this moment I could not have imagined. I spin away from the circle of grief and swim directly at my mother. I close my eyes, grit my teeth, and crash headlong into her, breaking Capella away from her place on Mother's back. I swoop over my mother and under my sister, lifting her lifeless body onto my own back. I carry her away. I close my heart to the cries of my family. Aunt Nova's outrage. "You have no right." Aquila's pleading. "I will be a sister to you. I promise. I promise." Deneb calling her name. Mother's wordless wail of grief. And under them all, Uncle Wriggle's steady voice. "I am here. I am beside you." I turn away, gather my resolve, and spend my strength on speed. I race along the edge of the island in a blind rage. I power past my bay, an inlet after another. I dodge spires of rocks. The smooth amber trunks of kelp whoosh along my sides as I go. Seals swerve out of my path. The island narrows to a point. I pause and draw in a shuddering breath. There is a solid rocky bank beneath me. It is not dark and cold. Light could reach Capella here. And the music of the rain and wind, I could let her go. I should, but I will not. Her body is still warm against my skin. She is soft and tender, and the sea is full of teeth. I keep swimming. Capella rides my back, curved around my top fin, and held in place by the press of water. Capella's body is smooth and sleek, perfect in every way, except for breath. As I carry her, depths yawn open beneath us. I dodge around seamounts with no thought of eating or even of finding my home. The sun is at the top of the sky when I find myself face to face with the most dangerous passage in the Salish Sea, Deception Pass. We have called it, ever since the last capture and the stealing of Mother's youngest sister, Andromeda, and many of her cousins. I did not mean to come here, did not plan to arrive at the precise moment when push gives way to pull, and the waters pause as a living creature does between one breath and the next. It is the perfect time to risk this swiftest of all passages. Deception Pass is not long, but it flows between towering walls of rock. A thin spire of an island stands between the walls. A bridge spans from cliff to spire to opposite cliff far, far above. Other sharp spires stand under the water. Only the hardiest creatures can live where the current is so strong. But now the waters lie still before me. I feel calm, and a flash of certainty comes over me. It is right that I am here with my sister, right that I tell Capella the story of our mother's courage and the mighty deeds of Uncle Wriggle and his brothers. Most of all, it feels right that she should rest in honor alongside the heroes of our kinship. I take a deep breath and move carefully through the neck of the passage. A great battle was fought here. I tell my sister, back in the rough days when our mother was a bitty thing, nearly as small as you, back when humans in net boats fired their metal teeth into our sides, back when younglings were stolen from the sea and carried away, I swim into the calm of the bay beyond Deception Pass, telling the story as it was told to me. A generation ago, when Great Mother and Uncle Wriggle were young, and Mother was a tiny thing like you, the capture boats hunted them. 3 boats followed our family that day, and a giant thundering creature flew above them. They chased them up one passage and down another. Finally, Great Mother made a desperate plan. She brought her family here to this passage where we called narrow at the time. She knew it was what the young humans wanted. So she split her family up at the opening of the narrow. Great Mother led the larger group. Her brothers took a smaller group and all of the babies and younglings with them. They dove deep and turned into the narrow. They held their breath to the point of bursting, swam past the stone spires and into the bay. They turned warmward where the humans could not see them or would not see them. It worked. All 3 boats followed Great Mother coldward. Uncle Wriggle and his brothers gathered the little ones together and held them close, keeping silence. But then the flying creature found them, and the chaser boats followed it. Small boats, but fast and carrying nets. The babies were already weary when the net dropped. Uncle Wriggle and his brothers fought with all their strength. The humans in the boats fought back with metal claws and ropes. The battle raged until sundown, and the waters of the cove ran red with our blood. Uncle Wriggle broke a hole in the net, and with the help of his brothers, he took Aunt Nova to freedom. He went back for Mother. He was slashed with a boat hook, but he did not give up. He guided Mother to safety while the humans wrestled Andromeda and her cousins into slings and lifted them out of the water. They were never heard nor seen again in all the length of the Salish Sea or even the ocean beyond. Uncle Wriggle's brothers died that day, and their bodies rest on the sandy bottom of the place we call Blood Cove. Mother and Aunt Nova were the only babies to survive. I pause, close my eyes, let go a heavy of breath. It has been many seasons since I came here with Great Mother, but I remember the shape of this shore. My destination lies ahead. I go slower now, and Capella feels heavier. The weight of all the time we will never have drags me down. A sister is a life bond. We could have spent 400 seasons together. I will feel this pain with the turn of every season. But today, I will be brave for her. I'm taking you there, little Capella. I say to Blood Cove, I will lay you beside the bones of the uncles who saved your mother. You will not be alone. I travel slowly, carefully. I rock Capella gently and sing to her. It is not wrong, cannot be wrong, to take my sister to this place and tell her this story. It is her birthright, and she had lived. Her heart was beating, if only for a moment.